Hello, and how's everybody doing tonight? So we have two people in here right now. Um, how was your weekend? I hope you had a good weekend. Um, we're gonna wait a few minutes, of course, to let some more people, kind of find their way in. And now, of course, it went back down to one. Uh, okay, there we go. Now we have three people watching. Okay, and Woody here. Yeah, so let's see now. Yeah, now we got some stuff going on here. Let's see. Hello, Mike. Hey, Toys. Hey, TC. Hey, Mike. Hey, Leto. Hello, V Toys from Woody. Hey, Toys. What up? What's up? Morning, Woody. Mm-hmm. And Leto and Mike. Yep. Don't rely on the numbers, Mike. Hmm. Well, I think it looks like we have four people here. So, always, guys, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. Helps get the algorithm up and all that. Um, hey, Leto. At least not when they're this low, though, right? Hey, Woody. Hey, right, Leto? Not when they're like this low. Oh yeah, we have a few people in here now, and I know I told Becco this, so I'm gonna make this announcement real quick for you guys. I have decided, and I told you I would decide by the end of last week, and I did decide. So the next two open mic nights. The next one will be 1 week from today on July the 5th, the day after Independence Day here in the States. The next one after that will be Labor Day, Monday. I think it's September 6th or whatever the first Monday in September is. So the next two, we have six people now. Good. All right. So the next two open mic nights will be 1 week from today will be the next one, and then the one following that, the next open mic after that will be Labor Day. Labor Day here in the States. So that's that. Just to let you guys know. Hey, Leto. Hey, Woody. And as you guys know too, as I mentioned too, one on Labor Day in part will be to celebrate, of course, the Mikestand being on for a year. So stream like there's no one watching. Uh-oh. Just got poutine and a coffee. Oh boy. Oh, nice. When the open mic night again? Okay, so the next one will be 1 week from today, July the 5th, the day after Independence Day here in the States. Okay, so the next one will be 1 week from today. The next one after that will be on Labor Day here in the States, which I believe will be that's obviously going to be the first Monday in September. I believe that will be Monday, September 6th. So those are when the next two open mic nights are. Action Toys. I nominate Leto to co-host. I'll be having my vacation on that day, the 5th. So you probably won't be here next week. Is that what you're saying, Leto? So then I guess, are you saying that you won't be here next week, Leto? Or will you be here? and hopefully attend Matsuri on day of Nick's panel. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be here. More reason for me to be here. Yep. All right. Let's see now. So let's see. 5 minutes 40 seconds. So, and I know that Toys and Leto, you saw me on the open on critical on RJ's open mic yesterday. But you guys were there at different times, so that's why you guys probably didn't see each other. I know Toys, you were on earlier in the stream, and then Leto came in a little later. So that's what it was. That's why you probably didn't see each other there. I'd rather be tribute in Hunger Games Toys. Laugh out loud, me as co-host. Get out. I'll destroy you. Okay, so let's see. So 6:40 now. 6 minutes 40 seconds now. Woody, you still here with us, man? Hunger Games, laugh a lot. I volunteer. Toys and Letter are talking up a storm. So hopefully, Woody, you're still here too. All right. So how'd your weekend go, guys? Hopefully, all was well. Toys, I saw that Natalie put, I guess, a picture of your son on the Facebook page. On our Facebook page. RJ's here. Hey, RJ, we were just mentioning you about last night. Don't do it, Katniss. Say, what's Katniss? I don't get that one. Don't do it, Katniss. Woody's smart. He doesn't want none of this. Let's see. How about a critical blast? Hey, critical. Yeah, Jeremiah turned 18. Don't you mean 9? Yeah, 9. RJ is his name. Yeah. Okay, I'll call him that. Katniss Everdeen was the protagonist of The Hunger Games. Okay. Yeah. Well, good to see you, RJ. I know you just got done with an interview on your channel too with that Michael Moore guy. Yesterday I turned 30. Well, happy birthday, Leto. Happy birthday, Leto. Happy 36th. Yeah. So, well, we're coming up on 9 minutes here, so I guess I can at least tell you guys what's on tap for tonight. We got 6 stories, all of them from Bounding into Comics. Four comics related, 2 anime related. I'm old AF. Okay. Anyways, I'll be right back, guys. I think I'm gonna need to turn on my light here because we're getting a little dimmer, a little quicker than usual. So for the summertime here, so I'll be right back. All right. Anyways, Toys had a couple comments. I identify with the President Coriolanus Snow. Okay. Yep, old as bleep. Okay. Anyway, so back to what I was just saying here. I said we had 6 stories tonight, all of them bounding into comics, 4 comics related, um, 2 anime related, including um, some, I guess, a first look at the latest Power Rangers comic from Boom Studios. Um, the first appearances of Marvel's Fantastic Four, Punisher, Venom, and Ghost Rider are going up for auction. Um, Image Comics creator Patrick Kinlan, another guy from Image, um, supposedly dunked on modern superhero comics to promote Frontiersmen. Okay, the ArcToons roundup for today for this week, and then on the anime side of things, we will be looking at Square Enix hits the 30th anniversary with a new mobile game announcement as well as a new anime series, and there'll be the world premiere of an anime series called Shiki Zakura and Anime Light 2021 this year. So those are the news stories we'll be touching upon tonight. Oh, okay. So there was a news story that just popped up here on Bounding into Comics, but we may hit that one tomorrow night. One about Static. I guess the season 1 of the new Static show. Gonna mess around with his origin a bit. I guess it's gonna try to push the whole defund the police argument. All right, so let's see what you guys. I'm the youngest person in the chat. Yep, but still as quick-witted as my youthful self. So that means I'm still DAF. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't say dumb. I'd say unique in your own way of expression. That Power Rangers comic looks great, and we'll be looking at that. Go Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Oh God. My son made a Facebook, and I asked him his password, and he said it's suggested password. Okay, so anyways. So without no further ado, let's go ahead and now that we're coming up on 14, just after 14 minutes here, we will go ahead and get started on the news articles today. First off, just got up a little bit real quick here on the. Did it now? It did. Alrighty then. So here we go. So here's the first article we're going to be looking at. Power Rangers reveals first look at Phantom Ranger for Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness. Article written by John F. Trent from published this past Friday the 25th. So here we go. Boom Studios, under license by Hasbro Incorporated, revealed a first look at the Phantom Ranger that will star in their upcoming oversized special Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness #1. So here's what looks like the Ranger there's got the kid in the arms. He's a top bird thing, it looks like. Bird creature. Boom Studios Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness #1. Source. Special is written by Frank Gogol with artwork by Simone Ragazzoni. Colors by Igor Monti and letters by Ed Dukeshire. In a press release, Boom says that, the special is the first full appearance of the Phantom Ranger in a story that will ripple through the Power Rangers franchise. So now they're introducing a character who I guess they're going to try to make more of a main character here, or more of a focal character. Artunia. Aftermath of the Imperial attack. Now. Got some more from Swords Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness. The Phantom Ranger has appeared outside of the comics in 1997's Power Rangers Turbo and 1998 Power Rangers in Space. He specifically appeared in 7 episodes of Turbo, where he helped the Power Rangers battle Divatox and Translucitor. He would even provide the Rangers with their new Rescue Zords after losing their Turbo Zords to Divatox and General Havoc. Most of you probably watch more of the Power Rangers shows, probably know more about what they're talking about here. Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness. The Phantom Ranger would go on to appear in 3 episodes of Power Rangers in Space, where he was seen searching for Zordon after he had been captured. While searching for Zordon, he eventually discovered that he had been captured by Divatox and Astronema. In his pursuit, he would face off against Ecliptor. Later in the series, he would also fight against the Machine Empire alongside Blue Centurion. However, the two would end up being captured, but were fortunately saved by Zordon's energy wave. Over 10,000 years ago, the planet Dakar. And you see some Those Power Rangers Unlimited. Let's see what you guys are saying this far. Mike's keyboard has a nice taparoo sound. New Power Ranger looks like Master Chef. I think the world should do a planetary Hunger Games. The only sad part would if my district went against any of my friends. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. The newest Power Ranger movie was so bad, and the toy line flopped. So, well, eventually, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of times when you have such mega franchise like that. Eventually, you're gonna run out of ideas, and stuff's gonna start to fade after a while. someone the readers can relate to might need to jump into it to be a good starting point. Maymay's here. Hello, I made it. Yes, you did, Maymay. Welcome to the stream. Always, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. And just to give you a heads up, Maymay, because I made this announcement earlier, I have decided that we will be doing a couple of open mic nights over the next few months. The next one will be next week, July the 5th, the day after Independence Day here in the States. And then the one after that will be Monday, September 6th, I believe, Labor Day, which also will mark the 1-year anniversary of the Mikestand. How is everyone tonight? Hey, Maymay. Let's see. Hey, Maymay. Dave Mark's there. Hey, all. Hey, hi, all. Hey, Dave. Excuse me a quick moment, guys. I got to go off camera here for a moment. Anyways, I am well, and how are you, Maymay? Master Chef, laugh out loud. Hey, Dave. Hey, DC, Mike, Leto. Hi, Dave. Mike, Leto, Action, Maymay. Hey, Dave, Maymay, and Dave came. Maymay and Dave came in at the same time. Confirmed now that they both the same person. Action George channel. I'm good. Gonna be typing tonight. Elbow cough. Good vibes. You got it. Glad to see everyone. Hey, Maymay. I am a Maymay. So for the newer people, for the people who just came in, Dave and Maymay, again, and I'll repeat this. I have decided to do a couple of open mic nights over the next couple of months. The next one will be next week, 1 week from tonight, July the 5th, the day after Independence Day. And then after that, the next one will be Labor Day here in the States, Monday, September 6th. So, oh yeah, cool. Illuminati confirmed. I knew it. At little hey. Actually about to fall asleep. Just stopping in the sale. Well, glad you came in, and I hope you did hear that we will be having an open mic night next week. So hopefully, Ian's Dave, Maymay. How goes it where you're at? How goes it? Where were you at the flash stream on Saturday, or was I crazy? Laugh out loud. Hey, Woody. Howdy, Woody. I was there. Elbow bump. Cool. I don't usually catch his streams, so it was fun. Very good. How about Mike reads another screen for chat so he can see the emotes. Now, I usually just read off of the StreamYard screen when I'm reading I highlight them just so I can see them a little better. I was there and then left. I think fell asleep or something. I don't know. At Leto Enchanted. Let's see. Only have one screen. I'm pretty sure it's all you need. It depends. Why does the elbow bump look like two butt hurts? I get what you're saying now. Um, why don't the butt bump look like two elbows? Little but chat so small on the small screen. All right, so those are elbows. I thought it was butts. Oh God. Okay. Would he guess why? I'm a firm believer in multi screens. All right then. All right, so let's get back to the story here then. Excuse me one more time, guys. I gotta go off screen for a quick sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right. Well, anyway, I know you guys are in a bit of a chatting mood there, so I'll let you guys chat while I continue with the story here. Um, as for this news story, Boom Studios provides an official description. It begins: Enter the Phantom Ranger. Answering Zordon's call, the Phantom Ranger investigates the aftermath of an Imperial attack. It continues, only to discover their connection to an ancient evil he encountered long ago, which may have finally returned to threaten the entire universe. Source Power Rangers Unlimited Edge of Darkness. Let's see. The special will feature a main cover by Dan Mora, the variant covers by Jungwon Yoon, Vincenzo Riccardi, and Derek Chu. Take a look at the variant cover by Jungin Yu below. Here's a look at Vincenzo Riccardi's cover. Finally, here's Derek Chu's variant. The series arrives on shelves June 30th, 2021. So there we go there. That's that story. All right, so let's see what you guys have been talking about here. May, I'll bring you something sweet, Dave. I'll bring you Everclear, Everclear toys. I'm taking your bottle away. Uh, laugh out loud. Feel as if they're going to expand on the Power Rangers mythos. I suggest they look into a movie of the look into more of the Sentai other works. Super Sentai was fun to watch, way better stories, but let's be honest, they weren't much more better than the Western counterparts. Um, though much more was explained, except Leo, that was just a trash fire. Those covers look wicked cool. Yep. Some of the Sentai is better watch in the Sentai, and some of the Power Rangers adaptation is kind of better, I guess. Now they each their own, obviously. What a naked comic, one without a cover. Yeah, because we all want a big bad Beetleborg. Yeah, but ATC, the Sentai, have way more of a storyline and more characters. So you guys are really getting in. We just finished the article. You guys are still on it. Okay. Faint slowly falls on the couch. So, anyways, let's go. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next story then. So the next article we're going to read here. First appearances of Fantastic Four, Punisher, Venom, and Ghost Rider currently up for auction. Article by John F. Trent, published this past Friday. Heritage Auctions is currently running a number of auctions for the first appearances of Fantastic Four, The Punisher, Venom, and Ghost Rider. Fantastic Four number 1. The first appearance of the Fantastic Four is Fantastic Four number 1. It also features the first appearance of Mole Man. Here's the comic right here. Kurt Source Heritage Auctions. Fantastic Four number 1 features cover art by Jack Kirby. Kirby also provided interior artwork as well. The book is ranked number 3 on Overstreet's list of top 50 Silver Age comics and values the book with a CGC grade of 4.0 at $8,400. Heritage Auction notes there are only 121 Fantastic Four number 1s left that are rated 4.5 and only 383 rated higher. So that's quite interesting. The book up for auction has a 4.5 CGC grade. The current bid sits at $16,500. There it is on. This isn't the only Fantastic Four number 1 up for auction. A CGC graded 2.0 is also available. Heritage Auction notes that notes a CGC 2.0 is valued at $4,200, and there are only 140 at 2.0 in existence. Although there are 1,195 higher grade copies. The current bid for this one is $6,250. That was, of course, as of Friday, I guess. I know. Heritage Auctions is pretty legit. I search it for anime sales and that come out every now and then. I always come off short. There's the bids. Oh no, Mimi. All right. Anyways, we will continue on here. The Amazing Spider-Man number 129. There you see the Punisher, Frank Castle, right there. Along with these two Fantastic Four number ones, the first appearance of the Punisher and the Jackal from Amazing Spider-Man number 129 is also up for auction. The book features cover art by Gil Kane and John Romita Sr., with interior artwork by Ross Andrew. The issue is in the top 25 of Overstreet's top 25 Bronze Age comics list. The book has a 9.4 CGC rating. Overstreet estimates a 9.2 CGC rated book is worth $1,900. And there are 735 CGC rated 9.4 books out there with 543 graded higher. Current bid is $3,100. I say we give reboots and remakes a rest for 2 more years and let woke losers fade into shadows of history. Yeah, that might help. That might help a bit there, toys. And you guys are lively tonight with your conversation. I haven't heard any news of this yet. You're the first to tell me of this. I'll have to look into it. That little, just speculate. So, guess I must have missed something back up top here. Let's see if I can find what. Blue Jay fans, Flabber. Let's see. I know. Gonna make Fantastic Four woke is mess. Heritage. Okay, we already read that part. X-Men. All right, so still hoping Doctor Strange 2 to surprise me. I really like the first one. Anything you're looking for, Letta? From toys? Let's see. Anime Cells, Street Fighter Anime Cells, and Fatal Fury Animation Cells. I'm looking forward to Strange 2. Well, Letta from toys. Okay. Those are the ones I'm seeing are making their rounds and are usually for sale. What they worth depends how clear the shot is. If it's a terrible scene with a terrible drawing, it can go as cheap as $1. How about loud? No one wants those. All right, you guys are having a lively conversation tonight. Just don't burn yourselves out before next week. Anyways, I'm just going to continue on with the stories, and you guys are carrying on a conversation if you're listening. So, okay, Marvel Spotlight number 5. Marvel Comic Group, Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider, Legend is Born. Is he alive or dead? Most supernatural superhero of all. Finally, Heritage also has the first appearance of Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight number 5. It's also the first appearance of Roxanne Simpson. The book features interior and cover art by Mike Plug. It is ranked number 8 on Overstreet's top 25 Bronze Age comics list. Overstreet values a 9.2 CGC grade at $2,800. The issue up for auction is graded 9.2. There are 159 Marvel Spotlight number 5s with a 9.2 CGC grade and only 128 higher. Current bid is $10,500. There are 2 other Marvel Spotlight number 5s up for auction as well. One has a 8.0 CGC grade. Its current bid is $1,550. Heritage notes that the CGC believes there are 346 copies with an 8.0 grade and 22 with a higher grade. The third Marvel Spotlight number 5 has a 6.5 CGC grade. According to the CGC census, there are only 334 with a 6.5 grade. There are 1,931 with higher grades. Current bid is $875. Of course, the lower the grade, the less value it is, I take it. X-Men number 141. Looks like Logan, aka Wolverine, right there. The first appearance of Rachel Gray, Avalanche, Pyro, Destiny, and the alternate future X-Men is also up for auction with X-Men number 141. The book features cover and interior art by John Byrne. I believe this was the same guy who did the post-crisis Superman startup story, and Terry Austin. The book up for auction is graded CGC 9.8. There are 674 9.8 graded copies, with only one graded higher. A 9.2 is valued at $125 by Overstreet. Uncanny X-Men, you have Wolverine, Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler's in there. That I can't tell who the other 2 are, but there is a second X-Men 141 also available. It too has 9.8 CGC grade. However, this one has been signed by Chris Claremont, Terry Austin, and Stan Lee. Its current bid is $1,250. Before I get to this next one here, I got to go off camera here for a moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's get to this next auction item here. The Amazing Spider-Man number 300. I believe this is Venom's first appearance. Finally, the first appearance of Venom in The Amazing Spider-Man number 300 is also up for auction. The book is ranked number 9 on Overstreet's top 25 Copper Age comics list. It features cover and interior art by Todd McFarlane of Spawn fame. The book up for auction has a 9.8 CGC grade. There are 1,124 9.8 graded books in existence, with 10 having higher grades. Overstreet values a 9.2 grade at $375. The current bid is $3,700, which is almost like 10 times what they're saying it's worth. Man, that's interesting. There are two other Amazing Spider-Man number 300 copies up for auction. The first is a 9.0 CGC rated. A 9.0 is valued at $300 by Overstreet. There are 2,500 CGC 9.0 rated copies in existence, with 11,171 higher rated. The current bid is $360. The other copy has a 6.5 CGC rating, 491 with a 6.5 CGC rating, and 18,970 with a higher rating. Overstreet value is a 6.0 at $135. Current bid is $155. What do you make of these books up for auction? Do you plan on putting down a bid? That's quite a bit of money to put down on bids, huh? Whoa. Speaking of, Show Experimental Lane sell on there. Yeah. Oh, I've seen the anime. I like the song of that. That song for Serial Experimental Lane is pretty cool. Starts June 30th. Yeah, you can bid on a clear sale. Well, you already know now what I'm usually looking for. All right. So, anyways, now with that being said, now it's time to get on to the next article here. And we got another article about an Image Comics creator. Yes, Duet song performed by BOA. Duet. Yeah. Alrighty then. So here we go. So Image Comics creator Patrick Kinlong dunks on modern superhero comics to promote Frontiersman, written by John F. Trent, and it was published earlier today, 28th. So let's take a look at this. Image Comics creator Patrick Kinlong dunked on modern superhero comics while promoting his new superhero tale, Frontiersman. And I guess he's the writer of it. Marco Ferrari doing the artwork, I guess. According to that title screen right there. Source Frontiersman 1, Frontiersman number 1. So in a statement, Kinlong specifically took issues with superhero stories, noting his reason for creating Frontiersmen was because he wasn't getting anything good. He stated, I love superhero comics, but haven't been getting what I want from them for a while. Seems like that's where a lot of us are right now. Ah, oh boy! I guess now Comic Pro is actually coming out, and granted, I don't think he's not specifically calling out SJWs and their baloney, but he's kind of hinting at that. It seems like because of the storytelling. He added, so Marco, for in brackets Ferrari, and I answered the call. We think comics can be fun while maintaining their gravitas and serious without being self-serious. We put that on the page and hope you like it, he concluded. Now, see that? If more comic pros talk like that to their fans, instead of the other way around, maybe Western comics wouldn't be in the state it's in. As for what the series is about, Image Comics didn't provide many details. Well, I would guess it's some kind of superhero with frontiersman skills. It's like survival skills. Probably, obviously probably very strong, uses probably a lot of grappling and, grappling holds as well as, your typical, Street Fighter type moves, punching, kicking, with some of the weapons, including, Bowie knives, Swiss Army knives, hatchets, muskets, that kind of thing. In a press release, they stated, here readers meet the frontiersman as he's coaxed out of retirement by an environmentalist group only to find that being a spokesperson makes him a target for old and new enemies alike. They go on to describe it as a Green Arrow style adventure that is blended with the thoughtfulness of concrete in a superpowered odyssey for mature but uncynical readers. Okay, so what they're talking about when they say Green Arrow, so particularly in the 60s and 70s there, Green Arrow was often depicted as being, the lefty of that particular generation. Basically Green Arrow was kind of had a Ted Turner-esque feel to it, in the Silver Age. So what they're saying here is this guy's probably, I think what they're getting at is he's more like the liberals of the 60s and 70s. Okay. He probably feels a little bit like probably a pro like climate change guy, what have you, but he's not going to be rioting in the streets over it. So let's see. Kind of think of Captain Planet in a way, I guess, is another way of looking at it. Artist Marco Ferrari stated, I wanted to bring back some childhood magic and lightness in the character design in contrast with the maturity of our story and topics. Patrick and I created a superhero universe without asking too many whys. I hope it will give you a good time. Again, if more comic pros talk like that about their fans, Western comics would probably not be in the state it's in right now. The series will feature two covers. The first by Maurizio Rosenweg, and second by Matteo Scalera. There's a cover right here. The first issue of the series will hit comic shops Wednesday, September 22nd. So let's see now. All right, we already saw that. Maybe. If you say so, Mike. Don't follow Green Arrow, laugh out loud. Yeah. Anyway, so that was that. Now the Arctoons Roundup. And now I do see they did add another story here, but I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. At least have something possibly for tomorrow later in the week to read. Since it does take a day or two for them to fill up a few stories there. Okay, so Arctoons Roundup for today, June 28th, 2021, by the Dark Herald, published today. Let's get into this. Welcome to the Arctoons Roundup, bounding into comics weekly look at some of the best in new classic comics that Archaven Comics has to offer. Today, we will be taking a dive into the classic side with an examination of Archaven's Chuck Dixon Presents series, with a special look at the restoration process that takes these vintage comics from fair to near mint condition, I imagine. Grim, thrilling, frontline action. This is war. Read Shrapnel for Super. Yeah, that does look like a pretty old comic right there. Source, this is War number 9. Most avid comic book collectors share one thing in common. We didn't start with our own comics, we started with someone else's collection. Maybe you followed your dad into the attic when he was reorganizing things and he found a box toward the rear wall. He got a huge smile on his face and motioned you to come to join him. Or perhaps you found your eldest brother's collection in the basement after he had gone off to college, and you decided to claim his collection as your own. And it doesn't mean to hurt you, don't mean to lie. However, you got into it. Arctoon's Chuck Dixon Presents series of titles feels a lot like those moments of discovery when you were first digging through a big cardboard box and the word comics emblazoned on the aid with a black mark on the side. The legend Chuck Dixon Presents comedy. Plastic Man, right? Comedy is literally the foundation of comic books. Very, the very first of them were collections of Sunday newspaper funnies. And of course, guys, we've been talking a lot about this as we've been going through our own historical comic retrospectives. We've been looking through a lot, and I was telling you guys that too. Very early on, that's what they were. I'm hearing some ruckus in the background, Mike. Blink 3 times. Let me know you're okay. I'm fine. How about Mike streams live from my basement? No, more like from my room at my house. Let's see. Anyways, which is what put the comic in comic books. Is a screenshot of Plastic Man here. Plastic Man at the farm number 1. Jack Coles, 1914 to 1958. So if that's supposed to be his lifespan, I would take that he lived to be 44. Comedic art style is very much in keeping with his milieu, um, and not just in America. Take a look at Asterix from France, and you'll see very similar character designs. The guy in the green shirt there, green and black dotted shirt there is, and I believe he's Plastic Man's partner right there. I don't remember his name off my head, but I think he was actually called Woozy Watts too, I think, or something to that effect. However, Cole, um, actually, that might be because Jack Cole. I wonder if Jack Cole. I don't know if it's the same guy or is Russell Alger Cole. Hmm. Was able to use Plastic Man to experiment with text and character art in ways that were quite new and different. His contributions to comic book art school grammar, added significantly to what we now call the golden age of comics. Anyways, give me a sec, guys. I got to go off camera here for a moment again. I'm all right. I told you I was all right. Leto. I hear heavy. Oh, brother. All right, knock it off, guys. Knock it off. Plasma Man was one of the very few titles to get picked up after Quality Comics collapsed. Um, Jack Cole bounced around various comics publishers for years before ending his days at Playboy. That's interesting. A comics artist going to Playboy. That's very interesting. Just gonna look something up here. I just wanted to check something here. Jack Ralph Cole. Hmm. Okay, so this isn't necessarily the same. This may not necessarily be the same person I'm thinking of. Hmm. All right. One more thing I want to look up then. So I don't think it's the same person I was initially thinking it was. No, that wasn't. Okay, well, anyways, all right. Anyways, this guy isn't who I was thinking it was. It's just a joke me and Toys talked about in my streams earlier. Like every comic artist now except Playboy with Patreon and art with NSFW. Okay, well, anyways, as we the legend Chuck Dixon presents Adventure. Kids in the mid 20th century were fascinated by undersea adventures, the Frankenstein suit, diving rig, and only been out of use for only 15 years when this comic was published. Del the Frogman. Frogman number one. The old Cusco style twin hose, twin tank, aqua lungs that this comic book features had quite literally opened up a new world. The frontier of space was limited to a minuscule number of government employees, but anyone with enough money and access to a beach could become an explorer. Kids were no exception. Here's competition. So if you like the idea of scuba diving, then one of the most charming things about this title is the character's devotion to their own personal integrity. It doesn't even occur to them to lie to their customer. Although maritime archaeologists were probably less than charmed by the team's wreck looting, truthfully, Indiana Jones was much worse. Ah. The legend Chuck Dixon presents War. For our final segment, we are going to take a step by step look at the restoration process on these classic comics. Any of you who have read the Chuck Dixon Present webtoons and wondered where did Arkhaven get a hold of these mint quality obscure comics, well, they didn't. The process starts with an issue that would probably grade as no better than good. Here is the start of the process, a page that isn't in terrible shape, no tears, and doesn't seem, or no tears, and doesn't seem to have been handled too much. But there is significant yellowing, along with color and text distortion. No retreat. Let's lighten things up a little. I honestly can't really tell much of a difference, but just maybe my eyes. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You break the problem into more easily managed chunks. The page is divided into sections. And don't mind the blowing up in the background. There's some guys are getting an early start on the 4th of July. Because the text is going to have to be recreated by an exact script of what the original dialogue was. Or number 9. Next, a panel to be restored is isolated. Since this was done in webtoon form, and one section of the panel is selected. And zoomed in on so the cleaning process can begin. The dialogue bubbles have to be removed at this point, so the cleaning and the restoration can start in earnest. Now the dialogue has to go back in. And a newly restored classic comic book is ready to be passed down to a new generation of readers. That's it for this week's ArcTunes Roundup. If you would like to see your comic book on ArcTunes, please send your submission to submissions@archaven.com. ArcTunes' motto is that great stories belong to the world. If you would like to support the website, please consider buying a subscription. While Archaven titles on ArcTunes will remain free to all forever, independent creators will soon have the option being directly supported by their patrons. See you next week. All right, so that's all from the comic section. So now we're gonna get into the anime stories here. We're past the hour mark. It looks like we're at hour and 18, I guess. Let's see now. So now we're getting into the anime stories here. Man, only 2 people are watching now? What do you guys do? Tire yourselves out talking? Person? All right, so we got 2 anime stories here. We'll get started on these. Square Enix celebrates the 30th anniversary of the Mana series with new mobile game announcements and a new anime series. Written by John F. Trent, published today. Anime video game. All right, so here we go. Square Enix celebrated the 30th anniversary of the Mana series with 2 big mobile game announcements, as well as a new anime series. Trials of Mana. First, they revealed the release date for the mobile version of the Trials of Mana 3D remake. The game was initially released in Japan as Seiken Densetsu 3 back in 1995. Now, 30th anniversary, so that would probably mean 1991, I guess, is when it came out. 92, around there. '91. But was recently remade as a 3D high definition game titled Trials of Mana and released in April 2020. Square Enix detailed in a press release that this mobile version will feature revamped touch controls, customizable graphic settings, and could save and cloud save capabilities. Players will also receive 2 useful pieces of starting gear to help jumpstart their quest. The Rabbi Adornment, which increases the amount of experience gained in battle until level 17, and the Silktail Adornment, which increases the amount of lucre gained in battle until level 17. The game will hit mobile platforms through the App Store and Google Play on July 15, 2021. It'll run you $23.99. Echoes of Mana. Along with the Trials of Mana mobile announcement, Square Enix also announced a brand new free-to-play action RPG mobile game titled Echoes of Mana. Square Enix revealed the game will feature an original story that weaves together both new and beloved Mana series characters alike. They add players will be able to enjoy the action gameplay they love from the series and battle with friends through a multiplayer mode. You can watch a trailer for the new game below, so this probably come from YouTube if you want to go check it out there. The game will be available as free to download, but will feature in-app purchases. It will support English, German, French, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. Let's see if you guys are saying anything about this as of yet. I seen this one earlier and passed it up. No, Mike, I'm busy putting tubing on my basement chai to make them soundproof. Oh, okay. I just hadn't noticed. It seemed like people were disappearing on me there. That's what. Hell, hey, Batgoat. Welcome to the stream. We're on the 5th of 6 stories here, but glad you're here, as always. Hey, BG from Toys. As always, though, always appreciate you coming in when you can. And do appreciate the likes and shares as well. It does help with the algorithm. So, hey, Toys, what up? Leto, Meme. And Batgoat, I already told them about the upcoming open mic nights as well. So, I already got that. Busy today, tonight. Okay. Well, at least you're here, so that's cool. Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal. I guess this is the anime adaptation of the Square Enix game. A brand new anime series titled Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal, was also announced. Square Enix revealed the new series will follow the story of the recently released Legend of Mana game. It will be produced by Warner Brothers LLC, Graphinica Incorporated, and Yokohama Animation Lab. It is expected to be broadcast worldwide. So there we go with that one. Hey, Batgoat. Hey, Batgoat. How are you, my friend? Hour 25, so we're making good time here. All right, on to the last story here of the night. Which will be this one here. Anime Expo Light 2021 to feature world premiere of new anime series Shikizakura. Okay, and the article, of course, is by John F. Trent, published earlier today. Anime Expo Light announced they will be the host of the world premiere for the upcoming anime series Shikizakura. The world premiere will take place during a special live stream event on Saturday, July 4th. At 15 Pacific Daylight Time. Actually, July the 4th is actually Sunday, not Saturday. So, July 3rd is Saturday, so that might be a little tricky for people. Somebody screwed up here. Not only will this special live stream feature the world premiere of Shikizakura, but it will also feature a musical performance by singer Mayen, who's been known to do a few openings for a while now, as well as a Q&A session with the Shikizakura director, Go Kurosaki, as well as voice actors Miho Mashiro and Yudai Noda. In a press release, Anime Expo Light notes the world premiere will not be available on VOD after the presentation due to streaming rights. So if you want to catch the world premiere, you will have to tune in to the stream. Take a look at the trailer on YouTube if you want to go check that out. The official description reads for the series. The official description for the series reads: in the place of Shikizakura, cherry trees, where autumn leaves and cherry blossoms are flourishing, where human world intersects with the demon world, a ritual to save the human world is about to begin. It continues. Kakoru Miwa, a high school student, gets involved in a battle between powered suits and Oni that emerge from the demon world to prey on Onis manifest themselves in this world by possessing humans. Only Yoroi, powered suit that is a fusion of ancient secrets and cutting-edge technology, can protect people from Onis. Kakoru puts on a Yoroi by chance and becomes a semi-official member of a team that fights against Onis, the description states. The description concludes, determined to become a hero, Kakoru battles Onis to protect Oka Myojin. So it sounds like a pretty interesting anime, at least. The Shrine Maiden destined to save the world. In the season of Shikizakura, in midst of autumn leaves and a flurry of cherry petals, Oka performs a dance as a shrine maiden at the place where the past and the future, this world and the alien world, people's thoughts and hopes all meet. A tale of heroic action adventure begins. See if you guys are saying anything yet. Homeless do. No homeless in Prior Lake. You volunteering me to drive up to Minneapolis past homeless. I guess there's something I missed there. Give the food away. All the party. Sounds dope. Sounds like you guys are planning. To whom? Food shells don't take open food, dude. Whatevs. It's all bachelor bleep food, anyways. Eat it all. Let's do. Out here, we got some picky bleep homeless people. They don't even take my lunches sometimes. Hiya, bats. That's Woody saying hi to Batgoat. I do have good news for you, toys. My glue gun is plugged in right now. Not saying anything in particular. Just saying. Hey, Woody. Oh, boy. All right, guys. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. I hope you guys are kidding. But let's also not let the joking get too out of hand here either. How about Leto? That's kind of rude of them. You got to go way up, Mike. Yeah, I think I did. I did go way up that goat, and I saw what was going on there. I know. You missed the whole fridge convo. We're totally funning, Mike. All right. All right. Anyways, back to the article then. Shigizakura is produced by Chukyo TV and animation studio Sublimation. Sublimation previously did animation work for Dragon's Dogma and Love Live. The series will air in Japan beginning in October. It may be a while before they come out with a dub, if they come out with a dub at all. Anime Expo Light takes place between July 3rd and July 4th. It will cost $5 to register for the digital convention, with all proceeds going to Hate is a Virus Community Action Fund. So there we go. So that's it for all the main stories tonight. Let's see. Brah. What about plug-in? What I miss? Bleep for Batgoat's fridge. F. Stupid old fridge F. So anyways. So as I said, we got through all the main stories tonight. See, we're at an hour 35. So might be a good time to start winding down then, because we're over an hour and a half. We got through the 6 main stories I picked out for tonight. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Neach it up. Yo, 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 Neach time. Neach it. Already. June 28 in Neach history. All right. Yeah, I found some interesting stuff, Woody. So, without any further ado, then let's take a look. Today being Monday, June 28th, 2021. Let's take a look back at this day in each history. And the first place we're going to go back 21 years ago. as 21 years ago today, on this date in the year 2000, the 580th issue of Batman went on sale. It was $2.25, 36 pages. Going Under was the name of the story, written by Larry Hannah, written and penciled by Scott Daniel as well. Carl C. Story, who inked it. John Constance, who lettered it, and Roberta Toole, who. Now, this is volume 1 of Batman, which started all the way back in 1940. So, it's the 580th issue of Batman right here. And, of course, it would go on for quite a few more years, volume 1 here. So yes, the 580th issue of Batman went on sale on this date in the year 2000. Ooh, oh. All right, moving on to the next piece. And for those of us who grew up in the 70s and 80s, this will be kind of a bit of a bittersweet one, as it were. On this date, 15 years ago today, 2006, longtime voice actor Lenny Weinrib, probably best known as the first voice of Scrappy-Doo, as well as Hunk and Prince Lotor from Voltron, Big Mouth from Smurfs. He was Timer for, in the ABC public service announcements, Time for Timer, Grimace in the McDonald's commercial, Inchai and Inchai Private Eye. Did quite a bit of work for both Sid and Marty Krofft Productions as well as Filmation. Lenny Weinrib, longtime legendary voice actor, passed away at the age of 71 on this date, 2006. 15 years ago today, Lenny Weinrib passed away at the age of 71 from complications of a stroke. Big Mouth. I like him. Yeah. Big Mouth. He was the first voice of Scrappy-Doo, Hunk and Prince Lotor on Voltron. He was also the voice of Time for Timer in the ABC PSAs. So, yeah, Leto. R.I.P. 15 years ago today, Lenny Weinrib would pass away at the age of 71 from complications of a stroke. And finally, the final piece of niche history tonight we will get to here. On this date, 5 years ago today, the most recent installment of the Hakuoki anime franchise, Hakuoki Odogi Soshi, would complete its run on this date in 2016. On this date, 5 years ago today, the final the most recent installment of the Hakuoki anime franchise, Hakuoki Otogi Soshi, would finish its run in Japan on this date in 2016, 5 years ago today. So there you go. So that's all of that right there. Okay, R.I.P. Sid and Marty Krofft to find 70 Saturday morning shows. Yep, let's see. Hey, let me pull that one up one more time. We can actually take a look at more of his credits there real quick. Let me see. I'll actually enlarge this a bit so that everybody can see it a little bit better. All right, I'll go ahead and Big Mouth want Smurf soup. Yeah, that's him. Interesting. Also said he played the lead, but if I remember correctly, I thought that um, so he was okay. So as a voice actor, he was most notable for his voice acting work, starting with the Jetsons, Wine Rib, provide numerous voices for such animated series in Jai Private Eye, The New Adventures of Batman, Tarzan, and the super. In fact, I'm not. I think he was Commissioner Gordon in The New Adventures of Batman. That was a '77 one with Batmite, I believe. Tarzan and the Super Seven, Hong Kong Phooey, Roland and Rat Fink. He was Hunk and Prince, so in live action. He voiced a title role in H.R. Puff and Snuff throughout the show's entire run from 1969 to 1971. I thought that was Walker Edmondson, though. That's the only thing. Maybe I'm confusing Walker. Maybe I'm confusing him with another character. Yeah. Yeah, he was the original voice of he also voiced Scrappy Doo in the original Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo before Don Messick took over. Appeared on. Let's see. He was H.R. Puff and Stuff. He was the voices of H.R. Puff and Stuff, Bella Lugosi Tree, Dr. Blinky's Talking Book, Orson Vulture. He was in Lidsville as Admiral Scuttlebutt, Bella, the Vampire's Cow, Big Chief Sitting Duck, Boris, obviously a lot of those roles in the Croft Super Shows. And Skatebirds. He provided additional voices for a number of cartoons, including Barnyard Commandos, Buford, and the Galloping Ghost. He was a Roto Chopper and Dino Mutt. Garfield and Friends. Look at all that. He was the title role Injai Private Eye and Injai with Injai Private Eye. Charles and Lenny and Kissy Fur. A lot of it he provide. I mean, if you guys have ever heard his work, you would know his voice. Okay, Scrappy Doo, the original Scrappy Doo before Don Messick took over. Dipper and Space Stars, Gomez Adams and the Adams Family. I don't know which version they're talking about. They're most likely the '70s version is what I'd be thinking. Actually, voiced Superman, Clark Kent, and the Brady Kids. That's interesting. Stanley Chan and the Amazing Chan Clan. He actually provided the voice of Fred Flintstone and the Flintstone Kids in '86 and '87. Wow. Additional voice new Scooby-Doo movies. Ronto Moonrock. Let's see. Pink Panther Laugh and a Half Hour and a Half Show additional. Provide a lot of additional voices. Squire Monkey and the Scooby-Doo Show. Big Mouth and the Smurfs, as we talked about. The Smurfic Games. Big Mouth, the TV special there. Basically, yeah, and then Uncle Croc's block here. That was a set of Filmation cartoons where he was Elephant Cave Cat, Billy the Kit, Captain Eddie Kittenbacher. Of course, these were cat versions of real people, I believe. Jasper Cadaver, Kitty Wizard, Sir Walter Cat, Hepcat, all in the Frady. I guess these were all Oh, I know what they're doing here in the Uncle Crocs block. So the Freddy Cat segment where Freddy Cat, the main character, is on his ninth life, and all these are representing his previous lives. Hunk and Prince Lotor in the Voltron Lion Force series. So yeah, he was around for quite a bit. A lot of people probably, again, I would say Scrappy Doo, Hunk, Big Mouth are probably his three biggest roles of note there. But as I said, if you grew up the 70s and 80s, you probably heard his work quite a bit. Quite a bit on Saturday morning. So there we go. Let's see. Wow, he was the evil Grimace in the McDonald's commercial. Hong Kong Fooey, #1 super guy. Yeah, Lenny probably, I think, provided some of the additional voices there. But it was Scatman Carruthers who actually voiced Hong Kong, the title role there for that one. Oh, dude, I'm getting all weepy now. He was great. He was a great, yep. He wrote every episode of HR Pufnstuf. This dude was top shelf. Yeah, I think they said he was an actor, voice actor, writer. Garfield. Yep. Wow. Grape Ape. Jetsons was a long time ago. Well, yeah, the Jetsons, I think they originally came out in 62, were around for, I think, 2 or 3 years. Maybe a little more. And then Hanna-Barbera produced a new set of episodes in like 87 with 86, 87 around there with Orbity joining the cast. That little white creature with the springs in his legs and the suction cup for feet. And he changed colors to represent whatever he was feeling at the time. Jetsons 1962, so I was watching those first run. That was a big time show. Yeah, I think the Jetsons. I know like the Flintstones and Top Cat definitely, and maybe the Jetsons as well started out as primetime shows originally, if I remember correctly. I know definitely the Flintstones and Top Cat were primetime shows when they started. You could argue that they were kind of the Simpsons of their day. I mean, a lot of people make the comparison that the Flintstones from back then were basically an animated version of the Honeymooners. Nice piece of work he did. Yeah. I remember Squad 51 first run when I was real little. Then I grew up to be a paramedic. Fun fact, I was born at UCLA Harbor Lights Hospital, which was the fictional Rampart Hospital in the show. Just kidding. Just hate that shark. All right. Well, anyways, guys, now we're 51. Just talking about Lenny Weinrib there. We got about 15 minutes out of that. All right, guys. Well, just a couple reminders. First off, the next 2 open mic nights. The next one will be 1 week from today, July the 5th. The day after Independence Day here in the States, and then The next one after that will be Monday, September the 6th. Labor Day, which will also mark the 1 year anniversary of the Mikestand. And also don't forget this Friday, of course, our historical comic retrospect with Pat Goat joining me. We'll be starting in on December of 1937 for the next 3 weeks. This Friday, of course, we'll be focusing on DC Comics, reading some of our favorites, including Slam Bradley, Speed Saunders, Dr. Occult, The Federal Men with Steve Carson, and of course Radio Squad with Sandy Keene and Larry Trent. So, with all that being said, let's see what you guys are saying. We finish up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, we read that already. Read that. Emergency. I mean, yeah, I know what you meant. I'll be here. I'm going to work on my stories. High time I stopped wasting time. Cool. Peace all. All right, y'all. This was fun. I'll probably see you all next week. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys again for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the likes and shares. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.